Good morning everyone and welcome to another edition of Ian Robinson's Cabinetry and Joinery. I want to show people how to make a curve former, so it goes into your vacuum press, so then you can start making your curved doors. I thought it'd be a good idea to show you guys how I do it and actually how you should do it, according to specs from Vacuum Press. This specific curve former is for 300 millimeter doors and cabinets. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 curved doors to make. 4 of those are larger doors, so they're the top doors, and the other 4 are the smaller doors at the bottom. So this is the start of it. Basically, I've routed out that section already. So it's done with a standard 15mm router bit, as you can see there. We are using a Bosch router for this one. I am using a Trend routing technology route compass, okay? This goes all the way up to 600mm in width. At the moment we are at 300mm. Well, it's actually 310mm with the blade in. So we want 300mm as a cabinet. We are making the former at 300mm, then we're going to add 3mm bendy ply on top of that times 2, so that gives you 6mm. With that ply on, we're going to have 300mm. So that's the cabinet, and then the doors are going to go on top of that, so that the actual cabinet with the doors on is going to be 320mm. I've done some already, so there's some of the ribs, so that's what they are, ribs, and they will go onto this board here, and this board is the longest door, so I've made that former about 100mm longer than the actual doors are. I've made my ribs 100mm spacings. I'm going to put a bar in between each end here, at top and bottom, that way we don't get any end boards collapsing in on themselves. I've just got to cut these 2 tabs off of this curve, which I simply do with a jigsaw. I need 13 ribs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 at the moment. This is the first one I've done. So you can see the marking out. After we've finished all this, we're going to set the rip saw up to that line there, and then cut to that line, and so we'll have that section to there. The reason I've done that is because I want a hole there for the pin to drop into for my routering, and that's the reason I've done that, so I've given it plenty. Former being routed in into every groove. We're doing every groove. We're using this little gadget here, which clamps on both ends, and then you have to work out from the edge there to there what your router bit will be on that line there. I'm routering channels out, so it's all nice and solid, so it doesn't move in once it's in the vacuum press. So I'll just get rid of that, so you can see the line here. And I've routed out the other end. So I've got the routering out to do now. Basically, I'm getting the ribs in right now, so as you've seen. Some a little bit tighter than others. Mainly because I've had to kind of just jiggle 18mm, 19mm, 20mm and 15mm, because that's all I've had in stock as, you know, parts that I can't really use other than something like this. At the moment I'm super gluing these ribs in, but I'm not just relying on super glue, I'm screwing the underneath into them. So the reason I'm super gluing them is because it's a quick set, and by being very quick I can now turn that over within a couple of minutes of the glue setting, and turn it over and screw all the ribs together. And then that's it, and then check them all. So this is the activator I'm putting on here just to make sure that the glue does go off. And these are the 18mm pieces I'm putting in now. That is the former at the moment, all ribbed in, as you can see. So that's how that's going to be. And then of course that 3mm ply here will bend over that and get glued and screwed to that. Former made. Yay! So that is a 1530mm long former. That is 1 day's worth of work just in making a former. If you want to make curved doors, that's the start of it. Lovely old job. Now I can start curving doors on there.